A 3-story white house with 16 rooms and a wraparound front porch. The sign at the edge of the driveway says, The Chowder Inn, but a part of me already understands that we have come to the hotel existence. For the moment, I decide not to share this thought with Tom. Before we are shown to our rooms, Tom calls Pamela from the ground floor parlour to explain what has happened to us. Stanley is upstairs making the beds. Lucy wanders off toward the sofa, and a moment later she is down on her knees petting Stanley's dog, an aging black lab named Spot. Without wanting to, I think of Harry and the inane words that have been stuck in my head for the past 2 weeks. X marks the spot. The spot has now been turned into a 4-legged animal, and as I watch the dog lick Lucy's face, I stand close to Tom on the off chance I'll be called upon to say a few words to Pamela. I'm not, but as I listen to Tom's end of the conversation, I'm surprised by his stepsister's irritable response to the news that our arrival in Burlington will be delayed. As if the trouble with the car were our fault. As if the unseen events didn't occur all the time. But Pamela has just spent half an hour at the supermarket and is now ready in the kitchen, working her head off, to get dinner ready for us before we show up. As a sign of hospitality and welcome, she's planned an elaborate multi-course meal that includes everything from gazpacho to homemade pecan pie, and she's put out, nay furious, when she learns that all her efforts have been in vain. Tom offers a dozen apologies, but Pamela nevertheless continues to scold him. Is this the new and improved Pamela I've heard so much about? If she can't take a small disappointment in her stride, what kind of stand-in mother will she be for Lucy? The last thing the girl needs is a neurotic, bourgeois woman bearing down on her with impatient and impossible demands. Even before Tom hangs up the phone, I decide that the Burlington solution is dead. I cross Pamela's name off the list and appoint myself as Lucy's temporary guardian. Am I better qualified to take care of Lucy than Pamela is? No. In most ways probably not, but my gut tells me that I'm responsible for her, whether I like it or not. Tom hangs up the phone and shakes his head. That's one pissed-off lady, he says. Forget Pamela, I answer. What do you mean? I mean we're not going to Burlington. Oh? Since when? Since now. We'll stay here until the car is fixed, and then we'll all go back to Brooklyn together. And what are you planning to do with Lucy? She'll live with me in the apartment. When we talked about it yesterday, you said you weren't interested. I've changed my mind. So, we've driven all the way up here for nothing. Not really. Look around you, Tom. We've landed in paradise. A couple of days of rest and relaxation, and we'll go home feeling like new men. Lucy is no more than 10 feet from us as we exchange these words, and she hears every syllable we say. When I turn to look at her, she's blowing kisses to me with both hands, arms extended after each smack of her lips. Like a triumphant leading lady on open night. I'm happy to see her so happy, but I'm also scared. Do I have any idea what I'm getting myself into?